I'm at war with a disease known as cancer. Battling cancer is not easy, and I won't succeed alone. Using my ArmMe app, I'm able to map my medical journey. I've recruited a team of rebel warriors, family, caretakers, friends, my PCP, my specialists, and some of the other 19 million Americans who are fighting the same battle. We must communicate with each other if I have any chance in fighting this. So arm me with the knowledge that makes me dangerous to cancer. Because an educated patient is cancer's biggest fear. This is the ArmMe app, and it is my visual representation of my fight with cancer. This helps me see how well I'm doing, and it helps me alert my care team. My team has designed a specific strategy, the patient care plan. It's an action plan. This web app allows me to input my care plan from Blue Button and display it on a timeline. I can view the dates of my past surgeries and new treatments on the horizon. Are there any changes in my weight, my blood pressure? Is my white blood count in a safe range? I can obtain this information and much more in a graphic format, and I'm able to use tools to learn the meaning of each piece of data. If any metrics fall below a healthy threshold, I can notify my doctor. We have chemical warfare to fight cancer. Some drugs are meant to kill cancer cells. Others are designed to help improve morale. How might they make me feel? With the ArmMe app, I know the weapons that are in my arsenal, and I know when to refill them. Are there clinical trials in my area that I'm eligible for? With the ArmMe app, I have a social network to help me find new treatments and learn from other cancer patients and from their experiences. ArmMe is a helpful tool, not just for me, but for millions of other cancer patients in the U.S. The information we as a community are collecting is invaluable to pharmaceutical companies with drugs in clinical trials, to clinical oncologists, and to national associations that support cancer patients, including the American Society for Clinical Oncology. Together, we're generating a database that serves as competitive intelligence for companies that develop drugs and provide treatments. ArmMe helps me understand what tactics cancer might use to knock me down. My military strategists are highly trained medical professionals. They understand cancer better than me. But I need to be able to understand cancer in meaningful terms and understand my lab results. I need to be able to share that information with my family so that we can rally through the hard times. Cancer doesn't stand a fighting chance against me and my army. Thank you.
Great presentation. I think what resonated for me was certainly recognizing how complex the cancer therapeutic treatment pathway can be for patients. And so I think that the clear value proposition that I understood was how to make a patient's experience more understandable, more manageable, less confusing. And so I think that to me really is I think the articulated value proposition is to the patient. There are lots of other companies trying to take various forms of cancer data, whether that be genetic data or other types of clinical data, and make it useful to different folks in this space, like pharma companies, insurance companies. So I think what I might just recommend you focus on is that value proposition to the patient, which I think was fairly strong in your presentation.
Thank you.
One piece I really liked about this was the clinical trials component. It seems like it's a kind of like crowdsourced information source there for that. I'd be interested to hear a little bit more about how you guys kind of just flesh that out a little bit more. Can you talk about it and how it actually triggers them?
Yeah, it's really a high value information service. Basically, we'll recruit a bunch of affinity groups focusing on clinical trials, cancer patients that are interested in clinical trials. Those would be the first. They are high interest in social media, so we would recruit from the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, Lymphoma Research Foundation. There are a number of affinity groups that help build the social media interest in this right away. So patients would come, immediately start recording their information. As soon as we get a decent model, we then go to pharmaceutical companies And we let them know, for example, in our sample of our collection of 50,000 patients, we have 900 that are participating in a phase 3 clinical trial. We have 60 that are participating in a phase 1 clinical trial. So we can feed them information very quickly. This is very, very high value information, not only on their own products, but on competitive products. So that's the real money, that's the high value.